Hey, it's your girl Raya.
And it's Brandon.
And you're watching
More Love with R&B.
And today we are talking about throwing shade on social media, specifically as it pertains to your spouse.
So marriage is hard, and disagreements can turn into arguments. Arguments can turn onto like full out war on each other. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And it's true that having some kind of sounding board is good, or having some kind of outside source to vent to can be very helpful. However, social media is not the place.
Absolutely. We've seen celebrities take to social media like Twitter or Instagram, and they just throw shade and complain about their spouses on social media. And gotta be honest, you know the temptation is there when you are fighting with your spouse to just want to get on social media and just vent. We want to feel like we're not alone. We want to feel like I can't be crazy to feel this way about this specific argument. And so we want to take to social media and we want to get as many people out there to agree with us. But it's just not wise. And here's why. Brent's going to tell you. He's going to tell you why.
So the reason why is because you can never get those words back. Like once you put that stuff out there, like it's out there. And most of the time, if we're honest, it's an over-exaggeration of what the truth really is.
Absolutely. Another reason why it's not good to go on social media and throw shade about your spouse is that it tears down your spouse. This is your best friend. This is the person that you made a covenant with, a promise to, that for better or worse, you guys are going to be side by side, sticking together. And here you are tearing down his character for the world to see, tearing down her character to all of her friends and all of your friends and whoever else may see it. And that's not what you want to do.
Another reason is you let the world into your marriage. And then that's when all kinds of people come out of the woodworks with advice and, oh, you should leave her or you should leave him. You on social media talking about, yo, she ain't trying to do this, you know what I mean? Or like, well, he want to do all that. Like, you're letting all these people into that complaint that you have, and now they have opinions. And all that stuff starts feeding whatever it is that you're feeling.
And it makes matters worse. It's not going to help your marriage. To tear down your spouse, to talk bad about your spouse on social media will never help the situation. It's not going to solve your argument. It's not going to magically make things better. It will actually make things worse. And so we have a couple of tips for what you can do instead of turning to social media to complain about your spouse.
Yeah, I would say the first one would just be take a mutual break from fighting. A lot of times this can feel one-sided where one person's like, let's just take a break, and the other person's like, but I still want to fight. Like, you have to both have enough patience with each other to understand that when one of you says let's take a break, that's probably the time it's the wisest to take that break before things start getting out of hand.
Exactly. And something that I do when I'm frustrated is I write my stuff down in a journal. And if I feel like typing, then I'll just like go on my notepad. I'll go on my notepad or open up a Word doc or something like that on my computer, and I'll just type out my feelings. I get it all out. I can even save it if I want to and just reference it later, or maybe send it to him and like show him how I'm feeling without being in his face. Sometimes reading it is better, but writing it down and not sending it to social media is a better alternative.
Yeah, I would even add to that, like being able to write it allows you to get it out like all at one time. A lot of times when we're talking or we're trying to have conversations that turn into arguments, you can feel like, you know, I want to say a lot, but I say like one sentence and then you interrupt me, or I say like two sentences and then you want to respond to that. And I'm like, but I'm not finished, because now you got 2,000 sentences you want to say. And so sometimes it's good to write it so you can get it all out and then share. We've done that where we've written how we feel, got it all out on paper and given it to someone. And then sometimes there are moments where we can say, you know what, I didn't see all that, so I finally hear you, I understand you, and you know, it is just a lot safer. So there's things that we've done and been through that no one will ever know because we didn't put it on Facebook. Right?
Exactly.
So, I think the last thing we could say is you can share how you're feeling with a mutual friend that you can actually confide in, someone who's close to you and your spouse, someone that you trust. If you haven't seen the video we have called Marriage, The Importance of Marriage Community, go watch that. It talks about having other married couples in your circle, in like your inner circle, people that you trust, that you can go and vent to, and they're not going to be biased. They're not going to tear your spouse down with you. Right. They might even point out to you where you fall short.
Absolutely.
Be like, hey, I hear what you're saying. Actually, you tripping. So try to find someone that you trust that you can actually share this with, that will keep it confidential. Someone who won't take your business and put it on social media for you.
Absolutely. And all of these tips are just our opinions. We feel like it's not wise to go on social media. We feel like it will hurt your marriage more than it will help. But we're not telling you what to do. We're just giving our opinions, and we would love to hear your opinions on the topic. I'm sure that you guys have seen celebrities or maybe people in your social media circle who have done this. Let us know how you feel about this in the comment section below. But our desire is just to see healthy marriages and to try to help you guys deal with conflict in a positive way.
Yeah, so if you like this video, no shade, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And definitely leave some comments in the comment section so that you can be a part of the conversation and we can be a part of the conversation with you. And please don't forget to
subscribe.
Yeah, so we appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah.
Thanks. We'll see you later.
Bye.